Well, I've just arrived back in Plymouth. It's Thursday and it's great to be back from the hothouse of London, and I'm here with Darren Jones, President of the Students' Union.
Hi.
And it's been quite a hectic week up in London. I know that there's a lot of issues around down here in Plymouth that need moving on. What are people saying to you?
Well, it's a very interesting time, and of course we've had a lot of announcements coming out recently, one of them being the sad news about the Marine Management Organisation, which a lot of people are seeing as a setback for the city. Do you think that it's a major problem, or do you think we've got moves to carry on?
Well, it's certainly a setback, and I was very disappointed after the very strong campaign that we put up. But I don't think we should let it take away from the momentum that we've got going here in the city. Marine science and the marine sector generally will remain very strong and growing in Plymouth. And I'm certainly already working with the Plymouth Marine Science Partnership to bring that about. I'm also hoping we might get an enhanced satellite of the Marine Management Organisation in Plymouth, and I'm working on what that might look like in terms of keeping up, making a strong link with the new Marine Management Organisation as it comes into being.
Certainly, and marine has been recognised, certainly by the university where I work, as a strategic priority in terms of our excellence in the city. And on that note, in terms of higher education and how that supports the knowledge city, where do you think we can go next, really, in supporting the city as a whole with higher education?
Well, the university had a very important bid, which it got part of, the Knowledge Partnership Platform. And I'm certainly working with the Vice-Chancellor on trying to make sure that we get some more money into that. That wouldn't just be good for the university, by the way, it would be good for the whole business in Plymouth and for the new City Development Company, because what we're really looking for is getting people who can focus with the new students on bringing jobs in the key sectors. And at the moment Plymouth just lacks a bit of capacity. It's the same people who tend to put the campaigns together to bring things to Plymouth, a very small number of people, and we just need to expand that a little bit to make sure that there's somebody batting for marine science, somebody batting for the health businesses that come out of the Peninsula Medical School, somebody batting for the cultural industries, and if we can put that together, I think that would make a big difference. Also, we shouldn't forget, obviously, with the credit crunch, that small businesses are struggling a lot. And there's a new economic challenge investment fund. The bids for that were due in today. This is to help give good advice to small businesses to keep them together. And then I think the third thing is we've got some really innovative businesses, partly because we've got that very strong science base in Plymouth, and we need to make sure that the small businesses that can come out of that, while we're helping the ones we've already got, that the new ones can also come on stream, and I'm working on that one as well.
Excellent. And part of all of that, I suppose, running through it was knowledge and acquisition of skills and upskilling. And that recognises the importance of education across the city for all demographics. Going right back down to primary education, secondary education, and feeding into where we were just talking about higher education. How do you think we're going to move that forward in the city in terms of enforcing what we do for education for the young people in Plymouth?
Well, I think it's really important that we keep investing in our public services generally, but in education in particular. And one of the first things I did when I heard that we'd lost the Marine Management Organisation was, and I also heard we had not been shortlisted for primary schools capital bid, was to get us back on the shortlist for that. And Alison Seebeck and I will be working very hard to make sure that now we're back on the shortlist, we can get a good part. That's a £30 million bid, so you know it's not small beer. And then there's a big bid that's in for our secondary schools, capital bid again, building schools for the future, £80 million worth of building in Plymouth. We're certainly going very strongly for that. And there are a few things which people in the education sector approach me about. Things like how can we make sure every child in Plymouth gets a chance to get some experience of our national marine aquarium. That would be good not just for our young people but also for the marine aquarium. And then I think the cultural industry sector, I suppose again chiming in with those important parts of the city where we can see the growth in jobs that we need, and where right from primary and secondary school children can be getting opportunities which excite them and make them think about the future, earning their living in those particular sectors. So I think, all in all, that's quite a big agenda. There's a bit more as well, but I think we've probably run out of time, Darren, and I know you've got to rush on to do things, and I've got numerous appointments in my diary tomorrow, some of them, of course, talking to people about these very issues. So great to catch up with you, and no doubt our paths will cross again very soon.
Sure, thank you, Linda.